Good morning, viewers. It's Susan with Butler Family Farm, and I'm taking advantage of a cool covered, shaded area to do a little maintenance on a fence. And it's not really maintenance, it's just taking down some wire that we hadn't gotten to yet. When we started our water project and making our fields and all, there's some tree lines that still had fencing in it, but we just dealt with it, and we're always going to come back later and fix it. I can take this wire out by myself from this post all the way over to that tree, and then it starts to be some welded wire. Right here we've got about 4 strands of barbed wire. And when we move these, when we move the herd from this field, which is 3, into the far one that's over here, which is 2, or we could go across the way and do 4, or send them in the alleyway, which is right here in front. Right here in front of me. We always manage to get a few calves, new ones, caught in this corner. So eventually the wire fence will come down, I'm sure, but if this barbed wire comes out, which starts right about here at this tree and then comes across, that'll make a huge difference, and it's something that I can do by myself and not have to take the men away from anything that they're doing. So I'm going to pause and hook this up to a post or something so you can watch, and see you when it's done. The tree posts, 1, 2, and I'm not sure about that third tree down there, that third post, but most of these posts are what they call a hedge, and they have some really bad spikes on spikes that you can get stuck with, and they're quite painful. This is what I'm talking about. These guys right here, they're really bad. This is a dead one here. These are green ones coming out in this tree, but they're all along the branches. So when you're driving through them, unless you've got things trimmed up, they're going to put holes in your tires. So Venito's Tire Shop in Neosho has been our tire guy on this kind of stuff since we moved here, pretty close to shortly after that, actually, because we had to find somebody, and it always would happen on a weekend. Most everything around here closes down around noon on Saturday, and they're not open on Sunday. But Venito's, bless their hearts, they run a 7-day business, so they've fixed many tires. In fact, they know the black truck when we come into town. So I've cut the wire around, and right here is a hog nail, I guess is what you call it. I know I'm saying it wrong, but they're two-pronged, and there's several in here, but I'm not going to worry about taking the posts out myself, of course, and I'll be able to cut the wire around this post so that I can get it off and get it wrapped up and out of here. These are the nails. See if it focuses in. Anyway, they go in, you hammer them in. They're pretty strong. Called U-nails, I think. Not positive, but anyway, that's what they look like. So I'm just going to cut around those and get this wire off. Well, that's interesting. That pole there, they just fell down when I took the wire off. Obviously, it's been here for a while and has rotten away. This cable wire right here, I'm sure it's going to get it off. They've used this to do like a H between two posts to hold up to tighten the fence and whatever. This actually came off pretty easy. I'm surprised. This is this is a welded fence wire that's down the ways, and it's come off in time, and cows were laying on it out here, so it's going to the metal pile. Five strands of barbed wire taken off, which opens up this little corner because glare might. Right out here is the fence, the hot wire fence between 2 and 3. And this is the corner I wanted to clean up. We've talked about it. And on my way back from checking the herd this morning, I came prepared. I took the wire off of this pole, and this actually was part of the tree that they used as a post, and you can see these wire marks here were to hold the barbed wire in place. And then I took it out all the way across here. In this tree, there's a couple places where I couldn't cut because the barbed wire had grown into the tree. But I cut all the way over to this point. And this gives them 2 or 3 areas to come through. We still have barbed wire on the other side of this welded fence and T-posts, and that's on the list for a winter project. But right now is cleaned up, oops, hat, in this corner to help us when we move them. We don't get the little ones caught in the corners because they're not sure where their moms are going. Their moms are heading to greener pastures and they're not sure what's going on. But this is my wire pile. I'll come back out and get it when I have some gloves on, and little scraps in there. We have it on our bucket, on our list to make a metal run this summer, maybe once or twice, and all this will go in there. This cable, I need to ask, see if you can see it, but it's the cable I took off of that I told you was the strengthening tying in of trees. I think Robert Lee may be able to use that in his forging stuff, blacksmithing stuff, so I'm going to take that with me back to the house. But as it stands now, a little short video. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure how it all looks. Jerry's the editor. He'll get it fixed and make it look pretty. And have a great day.